Top of the day, this is Lord Danavan Hylton, just connecting with you for a few minutes and congratulating you in advance for your continued success. Just enjoying nature, and just a quick tip, as much as we're out changing the world and doing what needs to be done through grace, it's also important to stay grounded and balanced. And I'm speaking for myself, and I pray I can continue to lead by example or practice what I preach in that regard. And so I'm just out listening to the sounds of nature. Now, there's always positives and negatives, if you will, in everything. So with all due respect, situation come out where, something can jump out at me based upon nature. So, that's where grace comes in at all times in life. So, but with that being said, just enjoying nature, the sound, the greenery, the green space, the natural elements. Sun is out, getting my juices flowing at the top. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but didn't show my feet, but the feet are in the ground right now. The feet are in the ground, enjoying some of, the natural foundation. It's very important because there's a lot of challenges, and that's what life's about, challenges, to make sure that you are staying balanced, because life's natural challenges economically, socially, culturally, does put a wear and tear on the body as far as its physical as well as its mind, energetic vibrations around it, if you will. And that's just speaking on science, facts, if you will, research, study that's public to the world. And so just food for thought in that regard. Just want to discuss some self-improvement. And of course, I'm always speaking for myself, to myself, by myself, if you will. But as I'm growing and improving and focusing on becoming the best, I want to make sure I can share this information. So if it's left field, take the information that you can. And with all due respect, get rid of the rest. But if nothing else, this is just designed to challenge you as far as the thought process. And in this case, I was doing some daily reflection. And I just woke up and relaxing on a rare occasion where I'm just relaxing and getting a chance to once again open my window, just hear the nature. Usually I'm up, ripping and running, doing something. And doing that and just put on some self-affirmation meditation music on my phone and listening to this individual. I'm gonna shout him out. The topic was daydreaming, and it was the conversation was presented by Miss Sheila Marie. So I'm gonna shout her out, and it was the meditation mixtape. And so the conversation was about affirmations to yourself, but also daydreaming, and how that process is naturally for us and how we can leverage that process. I just want to read something that she stated that will be good for me to think about and keep in mind, as well as yourself as we go through life. So basically, she was talking about unlocking divine intelligence to create something that is not here right now. She was talking about you can unlock divine intelligence to create something that is not here right now. And I want everybody just to be aware that it's okay and normal to think that you can create something based upon your ideas, based upon, what seeds are planted into you. And with grace, of course, at all times, faith and work, smart work, hard work, things can happen. And people say all the time, and been saying, everything that we're experiencing on this planet, things that we're using to leverage and technology and all those things started with someone's idea, started right here in the conception. And shout out to my mentor, Dr. George Craig Williams. And I'm not sure where he got it from, or but he's always instilled in me, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. So it starts here. And so in starting here, though, this is where you create the thought. This is where you create the awareness. This is where you create the spark. And so from that, just know that even in here is dealing with intelligence. Intelligence is information that you're gathering. And that's all we can do, really, if you ask me, is gather information, put it in a database, gather data, so that we can grow, evolve, sustain, move forward. And I think that's just a biological thing. And so in that, all we can do is gather intelligence on who? What? Other human beings, of course, because we're always evolving and growing in this world. Also things like plants and animals and the ocean, things in space. These are things that we can always gather intelligence on. But at the same time, the cold part about it is, traditionally said, what we're gathering intelligence on that is basically created and natural before our understanding, at least my perception right now, is the intelligence that created us is gathering information from us as we maneuver to gather information of how we're growing and moving forward. And doing that, you want to always produce something that's going to make you happy, that's going to make the world a better place, whatever that looks like. So I'm going to leave the word and leave in the comments what the definition of divine is. I want to leave that because when we get into the spiritual or the more faith-based conversations, that's a very sensitive topic, and I'm not leading anybody to do anything other than just thinking critically for a second to see if this makes sense or not, and take what you can and move forward with what's not necessary. Leave behind what's not necessary. But in that, divine, that is a key word that I want you to look up and let me know what that is. Leave it in the comments. So let's go back to what she said. You can unlock divine intelligence to create something that is not here right now. So when you unlock imagination, you open your perception. When you open your perception, you change your thoughts and beliefs. When you change your thoughts and beliefs, you change your actions. When you change your actions, you change your reality. So when it comes to daydreaming with Sheila Marie, when it comes to the meditation mixtape, and she was talking about unlocking your divine intelligence to create something out of nothing, or create something that is not here right now, she said when you unlock imagination. And I want to just have us just keep that word in mind, leave comments of what the word imagination means, and also leave in the comments what words are within imagination when you break the word down and what the root of that word is. Its purpose, origin, and functions. As much information as we can gather, as much intelligence as we can gather, let's leave it in the comments for all of us to learn and grow. So, and that's dealing with imagination. Because Sheila said, when you unlock imagination. So let's first get that keyword down, know what that is inside and out, so that we can really, maximize this message. But when you unlock imagination, you open your perception. When you open your perception, you change your thoughts. And we can go on and on, but we're going to stop right there. Perception. Perception is everything. And the unique thing about perception and the honorable thing about perception is everyone has their own. And respectfully, right, wrong, or indifferent, when you challenge someone's perception, it's going to take time for them to process it and accept it as something that's going to help them or hurt them. But more importantly, traditionally, when someone's perception is challenged, it automatically heightens tension, as in, hey, you're saying that what is in my heart, in my mind at this time in my life is not accurate. And this is my belief system. These are what, as they're saying, this is what's driving my action. Let's go back into that as far as perception. When you open your perception, when you open your perception, you change your thoughts. So when you unlock your imagination, you open your perception. And when you open your perception, you change your thoughts. So someone being challenged on their perception is basically challenging someone's thought patterns, which is more root of perception, because everybody has their own perception, which means everybody has their own thought patterns. So we got to be very mindful of that, aware of that, and acceptable of that. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Just be aware. And if you don't like being challenged by various perceptions, know where to be and where not to be, first and foremost. And that's easier said than done. So when you open your perception, you change your thoughts and beliefs. Keyword, belief. I want you to look that up. Let's break that down. There's any words in that. B, I know within belief, B-E, which is existing, at the minimum, is in there. Let's look at the rest of the words, see if there's anything in there that we can find, and leave it in the comments so we can really accept and receive this information. Not accept, but at least receive for us to do our own research, pretty much. But when you open your perception, you change your thoughts and beliefs. And when you change your thoughts and beliefs, you change your actions. We all want and maybe even deserve what we desire, but at the same time, timing is everything, and sometimes not receiving it, easier said than done for myself, even is going to probably make us overall better. So there's bigger, and more importantly, can we grow in intelligence by not receiving what we need to receive in that regard? But at the same time, can we hold ourselves blameless and walk with actions that will give us every opportunity to reach whatever goals that we have for ourselves? If we're not even doing that, whatever life's natural processes are really is going to be unfulfilled, if that makes sense. So when you unlock imagination, you open your perception. When you open your perception, you change your thoughts and beliefs. When you change your thoughts and beliefs, you change your actions. When you change your actions, you change your reality. You don't have to change your reality. You don't need to change your reality. That's up to you. Just something for you to focus and think about when it comes to developing yourself personally, improving yourself if you're not there. And I know we're probably all entrepreneurs, producers, movers and shakers that are watching this video, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we're grounded, and we have to make sure that we have a true awareness of what we're doing out here as we go through our day-to-day. Hopefully that was a conversation that stimulated your mind. Make sure you click the link to reach out if you're looking to have a consulting session with me, especially anything dealing with self-improvement, personal development. Any questions, reach out to me. Click the link so we can build that conversation. Anything dealing with increasing your customer base, particularly in what one would call minority communities, be it through employment, recruiting, workforce development, recruitment, and recruiting, be it through real estate development, if you need community buy-in or introducing your development to a particular neighborhood or community. Of course, you're looking to increase traffic to your business online and offline. And if you're, especially in African diaspora countries, if you're out that way looking to increase your revenue by connecting to a state that provides those resources for you to bring in revenue for your business, especially overseas, make sure you reach out as well as, again, your personal development, self-improvement situations. Click the link, make sure you like, follow and subscribe, and make sure you follow all the different links. Thanks so much, and connect with you soon. Peace.